was last signed and ratified in 1986. All right, it's re-signed every 50 years. That it's the treaty that is the actual law of the land. Now, that being the case, how do we make that treaty work for us? We always say they're not honoring the treaty. This is the oldest treaty in the world. Did y'all know that? And it's the only unbroken and longest standing treaty in the world. Did y'all know that? Now, that treaty protects us. You need to go get a copy of it. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787. All right? Signed by the Emperor of Morocco. Actually, he signed it in the month of Ramadan in the year 1201. All right? Which translates into the Gregorian calendar year of 1787 because they added 586 years to our calendar. All right? So, in terms of using the law of the land, and when you express these things to them, you don't even have to go into a lot of detail about it because those who rule and those in government and those who sit on those judicial benches know what this doctrine is. And they adhere to it, but the problem is there's not enough of us standing up defending it. Okay? How to correct the issue? The people must be in their proper person. The people must act in their sovereign capacity. As the brother said earlier, how do you behave as a sovereign? How do you behave as a sovereign? You behave as a sovereign by not getting so upset and ranting and raving and causing a scene. There's no need to do any of that. As I said in the courtroom, as in with law enforcement and any of that, there's a language of silence. Just like the mummers who march down Broad Street every New Year's and they're playing it up and playing it up. What does mummery mean? Silent mockery. Who are they mocking? Us. All right? But they understand the language of silence and they deal in it all the time with their secret signs and symbols. But don't be angry with them for using these things. Why not? We taught it to them. Okay? Don't be angry with them because they have gotten out of control with the power that we gave them. We created these people. We can't now turn around and say, now we don't want you, now, go off someplace else and this and that. And if you know the history, you know that what the Moors did to these people when they were first created. The Moors considered them subhuman. They couldn't speak Latin, which is our original language. They couldn't go to school. They couldn't own land. They couldn't vote. They were totally disenfranchised. And this is why the Moors commissioned Benjamin Bay, who you know as Benjamin Banneker, who is also Benjamin Franklin, by the way, okay, to teach these people the science of government. He did that for a select few. Unfortunately, it couldn't go and spread as widely as it should have been. Now we have a situation on our hands where we as Moors refuse to be who we are. In the civil rights movement, there were those who led it who were paid to get us off our square, and we agreed to be there. We agreed to be called black, and we're proud of it, remember? Now, who could tell us any different? Now, the Europeans have a dilemma because they've lied to us so much and we have forgotten so much that if they stand up to tell us the truth, would we believe them? The majority of the people who call themselves African American, right now, if you tell them they're not from Africa, they'll give you hell. Am I right? Yes, we are. Now, can you imagine you're getting that feedback from them? Can you imagine what they would say to a European who now try to tell them they're not from Africa? You understand? Now you got Bill Gates who's giving $1 billion to the United Negro College Fund, to keep more Negroes out of their sovereign capacity, and they jump right into the boat.
In the near future, as the people begin to become more aware of constitutional principles, and we're talking constitutional principles, and when you talk about constitutional rights, remember this: the Constitution does not give you rights. The Constitution is in place to secure pre-existing rights. And rights do not exist with anyone in a civilized society who's transacting business in an alien name. Meaning, if you're not in your proper person, don't talk about constitutions because it doesn't apply to you. If you make a claim of rights from a constitutional perspective, you are in error. Now, most of the time, they will not, adjudicate a case, except if it comes before the Supreme Court, and then put on the docket plaintiff in error. They'll also is that when you agree to that license, 9 times out of 10, that license has a nomen on it indicating a European family. And so since usually the person who's carrying that license is not European, they have automatically what you call a verbal deed on that person. It also creates an injunctive lien, and it doesn't necessarily have to be written. So therefore, the family name automatically goes to the state under wardship law. So if you're transacting business in an alien name, matters no matter how many generations you do it, it's still a fraud. It means that you can be doing this now until you're 99 and then add 10 more years, and they can actually take you to court and sue you. But they don't do that because that's the basis of the economics of how they've maintained forced servitude with these Asiatics that insist on calling themselves Negro, Blacks, and Colors, which are all brands.
We need to unify, let's come together. Deep inside your heart lies a treasure. The spirit of trendsetters, we are forever. Together is to get her. Thousands of ships seen with a broke tether. NASA's video laws leak the much better. Chemicals being used by the scientists, formulating genocide, eyes of a Zionist. Hidden papyruses, scrolls of the infinite. Merged with the one you from is unlimited. Ready for action, laws of attraction. Control your cipher and cause of reaction. More pain than passion, flow with compassion from the heart in an orderly fashion. Our strength in the gene is embedded. If you want it, go get it. Our militants will set it. Young revolutionaries ready for change, reactivating the right brain to extend range. Strains of melanin, young Duke Ellington, Count Basie. We are made of the elements. 99 elements, dig. We are the Moors, the first in the spirit, first in the form, first to make the world feel it. Deep down in the gut is another brain, a lower chakra, the spiritual plane. Heads ain't ready for the warfare. Unify, come together in the spirit of love. We forever go getter, grow better, path to perfection. Ask for protection, align your connection. Underground alien war, something they cover up. Plus they gotta pick from the bureau, put in the hubble up. Light skin, black hair, found in the craft on the moon. On Mars, the pyramids and tombs. Huge bones found, so skeletons and covered. Truth kept from the public. We say, you know the science, the symbol of a 9. Genes are divine, a dot to a line. Creation of the universe. We know life and death, opposite poles, right to left. Your life is next. Death was your soul at rest. For a time you slept, undergoing your tests. All is, was, and will be one in division. Thought, form, precision, transform conditions. Stand strong and listen. Hands on the mission, clamps on your vision, stamped on incision.